All right, quick 2-minute drill. This one is on Net Zero. New swag. If you want it, go to the Buffalo Party website. It's pretty cool. Anyway, Net Zero. Net Zero is virtue signaling. It's not based on science. It has nothing to do with science. The fact of the matter is, Net Zero is based on CO2 emissions. CO2 is not pollution. CO2 is not poison. In fact, more CO2 in the atmosphere encourages more plant growth. Trees love CO2, and then they convert it to oxygen so we can breathe. It's this neat little cycle of life that we have. The more people there are on the planet, the more CO2 is emitted, which means more trees, more vegetation, more greening of the planet, which is fantastic, because the more life, the more vegetation, the more plants, the bigger the trees, the more food for animals. And the more food for animals means more animals like us that it can support and give us more food. So it's a good thing. It's virtue signaling for all establishment politicians. And they never talk about the consequences to net zero. If we achieve net zero in nation states that are food producers, it will create and cause enormous famine and starvation to hundreds of millions of people if they go forward with this insanity. It's virtue signaling. And they never talk about the consequences. They never talk about the reality of the situation. That if we reduce a farmer's ability to grow food as dramatically as they want to, famine and starvation occur around the world. It's a farce. It's a hoax. It's all about control. It's all about hoarding all of the resources under that global control.